What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, bringing you another kind of how-to, but more like just a strategy, not a new strategy. There's other videos on here, but I just wanted to kind of give my update. And you guys have been asking for a replacement for GoWiPe, or how to wean some of your clan members off of GoWiPe. And the best way for me to say that, you know, it's a similar type strategy, is with mass Valkyries, or just using a GoVaaaaaa without the anything else except for maybe a couple of back-end wizards, wall breakers, or hogs just to supplement. But mass Valkyries. So the Valkyries, you've seen my video on GoVaaaaaa or Stone GoHo, where we compare the two. The Valkyries compared with golems and things like that. DPS. Valkyries are machines. This is update of where they're going to make changes to Valkyries. So I'm going to show this one and then probably do another one once the update comes out. I think from what I'm hearing, they're only going to get stronger. So if you get used to them here, you're going to be able to do a lot more damage when the new update comes out. So you really want to take about 15 or more Valkyries. You're looking for open bases, either the ones that you can make with wall breakers. I don't really recommend quad, quake, or jump. You can use it if you want to, but it just takes away a spell then. Because what you really want to do is bring 4 heals, or in my case, what my preference is 3 heals and 1 rage. Valkyries will tear through walls, even level 10 walls, especially under rage in just a couple of swipes. So the jumps and the quad quakes are just taking up spell space. Remember, Valkyries do area of effect swings, so that when they hit walls, they hit multiple walls. They also can hit buildings by walls, and you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And you want to probably bring a couple of back-end wizards like you do with the GoWiPe type of strategy, where the Valkyries are tanking for you, and on the other side of the wall you drop a wizard on the outside so it can go ahead and hit those defenses that the Valkyries can't get to. And I think that's just about it. So we're going to go into some videos, show you what the deployment looks like, the composition and the timing, and you guys can see how it works for you. JLC is using this almost on a regular basis on early Town Hall 9s, mid Town Hall 9s, late Town Hall 9s, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. I've already shown 1 or 2 on this channel already. But since I got a chance to get a couple in a row, I thought I'd just make a video on it. It is a lot of you guys who are asking about, how you do GoWiPe, or if it's a legit strategy, or whatever you want to call it, or show GoWiPe fails, or show GoWiPe attacks on us. This is my counter to the GoWiPe. You're going to use the wizards here for a little bit. But the Valkyries are so much more versatile than P.E.K.K.A.s. They do area of effect. They're a lot faster. They swing faster. They will be lost to spring traps here and there, but still, for the majority, I think Valks are definitely the way to go, as JLC proves it. So let's go ahead and check out this first attack. And he hits multiple bases, open bases, closed bases. It's best to use on a more open base, and he's not even using a quad quake on this one. Valkyries, especially when grouped up, like with 8, 9, 10 of them, just a few swipes will swipe through a level 8 wall and open a big gap into it as well. So he throws in the golem, just for the funneling purposes, and to make sure when he takes the Valkyries in there, they go where they're supposed to go. And uses a jump spell, so he doesn't even have to use any wall breakers or anything like that. They are also, if you take a look, fantastic against tier 1 type of clan castles like this. When these wizards and archers and stuff get bunched up together, these Valkyries will go ahead and chew through them with 1 AoE swing and take out 4, 5, 6, however are close to there. So the standard thing for him is, get the Valkyries in, either wall break or jump, and then you can bring rages, but he likes to bring 3 to 4 heals. So, bringing 3 to 4 heals is going to go ahead and target these Valkyries as they might get stuck, banging through walls. But fortunately for Valkyries, like I said before, they do a lot of damage to walls really quickly, so they don't get stuck as a lot of things do. A lot of other units do. So look at all these clan castles going down. He just uses his first poison for no reason at all, because the Valkyries have already taken care of it. And let's go ahead and follow these things. Valks are also great tanks. Look, just broke through the wall there. Has 2 more heals left over. So he just has to keep an eye on these things as the golems are kind of walking through. He did bring a shattered entry here. Sometimes he brings 19, 20 Valkyries and only 1 golem. Now, they got hit very, very bad here. So, I mean, that's something he should have healed a long time ago, or at least like 5-10 seconds ago. But look at the heal. Look at their hit points going back up again. And you got fresh new Valkyries. It's awesome. It's a pretty cool thing. He still has 1 more heal left. They do split a little bit, and he's losing some of the spring traps. I think the biggest part of that you can learn from this particular attack, if you're going to do the mass Valkyries or the GoVaaaaaa, is you know, make sure you heal them a little earlier like that. When they get hit by splash damage and all that kind of stuff, just treat them a little kinder. We're kind of up to the golem and the queen to go ahead and do the rest of this particular base. That healer will be on the golem. Make sure you know, he's up to full. And again, substitute those healers for more Valkyries. I wish I still had that attack that JLC did a while ago, where he brought at least 19 Valkyries, maybe even 20 or something like that, or 22. So it just depends on, he's kind of messing around here. You can vary it up a little, and we'll show the next attack. But you know, this healer will be versatile to heal golems or the queen or whatever it is. But right now the golems are tanking for the queen. It's almost considered as cleanup now, because these golems are going to tank the rest of the defenses. So there's going to be no chance for you know, this queen or these wizards to go down. And so he can use the queen's ability and take care of that, and swags the other heal, which he should have used on those Valkyries. So anyway, that's one particular attack. Let's go ahead and take a look at a different one. Alright, so for this one, he brings about the same composition, a little less Valkyries, only 15. Still bring those 2 healers and a shattered entry. 4 heals this time, so no jump, and he does have 5 wall breakers. So we're going to mix it up a little on this ring base. You know, one you wouldn't expect to use Valkyries on, just because that town hall is so in the center all by itself. But you know, standard stuff here is he's going to go ahead and funnel with his golems and his wizards and stuff like that, just to make sure that these Valkyries get in there and go where they're supposed to go. Queen's going to help on that funneling. Needs to drop those wall breakers in a little sooner, just to make sure that you know, everything's going in there, because they don't want them to take out too much of this the first compartment. Perfect for a hound. I mean, you can't ask for much better with a complete ground army. That hound will do absolutely nothing to all of those units. Now, if it was me, I might even hold that if I knew it was a hound, and it's probably a first attack. So if I knew there was a hound in the clan castle, then I would probably just leave that archer queen and hold back on it to start doing some side cleanup. Maybe do a queen walk on the side, either with those 2 healers or even without the healers, and the Valkyries just have her follow the Valkyries, and that way she will not get aggro on the lava hound. But, you know, it's no big deal. These things can tank just fine. So that king's going to start doing a walk, and the queen will go ahead and take care of these lava pups. The Valkyries do punch their way outside and split on right and left, which is not the optimal way to do it. You want to keep those Valkyries up. They're very hard to keep a hold of, but that's fine. He'll go ahead. I think he'll abandon the right side Valkyrie and let her kind of die, kind of like when hogs stray. And just focus on the ones down here. A couple more Valkyries start straying around the side. So you see that it is a kind of a weird attack style as far as being able to control it. But we'll just go ahead and take a look at these Valkyries. They are also, when there's a group of them, are spectacular against a barbarian king. So they'll get aggro on this king right here and knock him out in just 2 swipes. Very, very nice. And I don't even know who the healer's healing anymore. I think it was on the queen, but excuse me, I think if it swaps back to the golem and then possibly the king, uses that 3rd heal now. So it's every time he uses this heal, it's almost like getting almost fresh new Valkyries, except when he loses them to spring traps. So they will go ahead and punch through these walls, and he knows that Tesla and two Archer towers are high DPS, so he wants to make sure he heals these Valkyries. As soon as that wall is broken open, the other ones will reroute back in. So kind of like grabbing them and say, hey, come on, let's go, girls, and let's keep going. So they'll split off again a little bit, but it's no big deal. No more heals left over, but that golem is tanking. He's got some cleanup troops there with wizards and everything like that. I think, let me just back out, I think we've already cleaned up everything else. So it's at this point, this space is completely over. There's no way a king with ability and a queen with ability is not going to be able to take out one expo and some trash buildings. So I will see if I can grab another Valkyrie, one of his mass Valkyrie attacks on a higher level base with a little higher walls so you can see how it goes. Hopefully we get a chance to see that, but I'll keep this one and we'll see if I can grab one more. If not, then go ahead and play around with this attack, but we'll see if we can get one more. For our last example of either Mass Valks or GoVaaaaaa, we're going to go ahead and check my attack out all the way up on our number 7 so you can hit a max Town Hall 9 base like this. I think everything is max completely except for the walls. They've got mid-level, lower mid-level heroes, so it's a pretty good example of what you can do with it. And when I saw this base, it just screamed a mass Valkyrie type of thing. And of course, we're going to show this attack before the update comes in, and they change the Valkyries, which will only make them, according to them, to Supercell stronger. So I am also going to do the no lure, but use the poison while the clan castle is getting taken care of. So finish off that pesky little builder hut in the corner, drop my 2 golems for a shattered entry, and my wall breakers to get into this, I guess, semi-core into the middle of the ring base. And then it's time to drop all these Valkyries. So there goes all the Valkyries, the king and the queen. And then I've brought a rage and 3 heals, so I'll rage them up, and then that queen will draw them into the core. They will just smash through that wall in the core with one swipe, and the wizards will go ahead and take out this dragon, and as well as the queen. Well, at some point, finally that wizard under rage gets to hit this dragon, and it's all done. And these Valkyries are walking through the base. They've got 2 more heals left over to go ahead and heal them up. They are running a little bit thin, not really, but just a little bit thin. But fortunately, these wizards are helping them clean up on the top and the bottom, along with the Archer Queen, and the golems are very, very slowly walking. Use that second heal in the core, and I have 1 more left over. And I'm throwing in some wizards on the outside. That's why I'm keeping them, kind of like a GoWiPe type strategy, where whenever they make their way around the ring, I can sprinkle in some wizards on the outside so they can take care of those defenses behind the wall, like I will, or I should do right here with the wizard on the bottom. While they're attacking these golem and the Valkyries, let them heal right back up. There we go. There's the wizard there on the cannon, and he's going to get some cheap free shots into that cannon and finally take it out right here. Boom, it goes down. And now there's only 1 more defense with just about 3 or 4 Valkyries up. And we'll go ahead and use that wall breaker on the bottom just because they had it and they need to bust through that wall anyway. So they will take 1 swipe and knock that wall right open. And then they'll go ahead and take care of these last 2 buildings. So we'll see what happens with the new update. If they do reduce the hit points, but they make them faster and stronger, they're going to just tear through bases. I don't remember what the time was on this. I think it was less than 2 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Or, okay, not less than 2 minutes, but just about 2 minutes. So if they are doing more damage and swinging quicker or recovering quicker from that, this attack would probably be 1 minute and 45 seconds or something like that. So you can completely crush a base, especially if it's open, even more so, but even more compact bases as you've seen before. So, hopefully you guys take these compositions and get used to it. Get used to the heal. It's all about the healing. Bring a rage to heal through, to rage them into the core or wherever you need where the royals are, get them through that, and, bring at least enough to kill the clan castle, especially if it's a dragon. If it is a hound, then just don't bring anything and let these Valkyries run wild, and that clan castle will do absolutely nothing to them. It's going to completely negate the hound in the clan castle, which is awesome. I just love that. Throw a million Valkyries in the base, and that hound is going to be completely clueless on what to do. So anyway, hopefully you take these attacks, go ahead and get used to it, practice it, and get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.